This video is for training purposes only. It is prohibited from being copied, distributed, or shared. The concepts, statistics, and ideas do not necessarily represent those of World Financial Group and Transamerica Financial Advisors.
Hey, welcome guys. I'm Brett Quigley. I'm the Bay Shop Coordinator for James Swartz and the New Era team. And I'll be handling the orientation for you guys today and going through some process and some terms, some different things you'd like to know to get your business off to a fast start. So we have a couple minutes here that we'll go and kind of work together, and hopefully you'll learn some stuff and we'll be able to grow your business. First thing you guys need to know is in WFG/Transamerica we use different kind of terms. So we're not the smartest cats in the world, but we like to use some different terms to make it easy on, so we'll kind of start off here on the board with some terms that you may need to know. Okay, so the first term you need to know is BPM. That stands for Business Presentation Meeting. What a business presentation meeting is on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock or Saturdays at 10 if you're in the Dallas area. We have a business, basically a company overview is what a business presentation meeting is. It breaks down, our company, what we do for families, and about the opportunity of joining our firm. So if you ever heard the term BPM, just understand that's on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock or Saturdays at 10. Another term you need to know is an AMA. That stands for Associate Membership Agreement. That's what you sign or filled out, to join our company. So when you filled out that form, that paperwork, or if you did it online, it's called an EAMA. When you did that, that's when you joined WFG Transamerica and were able to be on board with our firm and be able to go out and start the process of building your team and also going out and helping families. Another term you need to know is FLS. It stands for Financial Lifestyle Strategy. What that is just when we gather information. It's part of our system and meeting process that we'll go over later. So when FLS just stands for Financial Lifestyle Strategy, if you had an agent sit down with you and take down information, ask you some questions about your goals and dreams, that's what an FLS is. It's just a term we use, and so just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. Another term that you need to know is an IUL. That stands for Index Universal Life. What an IUL is, it's just a product that we sell. We sell a lot of IULs, so we just like to let agents know what it is. It's Index Universal Life. It's a product that we sell a lot to middle American families, and as a product, as a new agent, you're going to be selling a lot. So just want to be aware of this term. And then with that IUL, there's another term called a 7702. If you ever hear an agent call it a 7702 plan, all that is just another term for an IUL. It's tax code 7702 on the IRC, Internal Revenue Source Code. And just like it's 401k, there's 7702. It just allows you to use life insurance as a vehicle of cash accumulation. So if you ever hear an agent say a 7702 plan, just be aware it's the same thing as an IUL. So those are some of the different terms that we wanted you to be aware of starting this process, and we'll go on to the next part here. Okay, so guys, now that we got done with the terms and some different, slogans that you might need to know and acronyms of, your WFG Transamerica business, next thing I like to go over in your orientation is the team history. So obviously you want to know where you came from, how this all came about, and how did you come on board. So I kind of like to go over a little bit of the history to show you what kind of team we are here in the Texas area and what kind of people we are, so you know who you're working with and kind of the standards you need to uphold. So our team history, person that right for you guys. First guy on the board is Jack Linder. Jack Linder is kind of what started all of Texas for us here. Jack is Brian Linder's dad. If you have the privilege of meeting Jack Linder, he's a great guy. He's a cowboy if you've never met him before. Good, honest, ethical guy. He's actually the chairman of the board of WFG Transamerica. So obviously there's not many chairmen of the board, there's only one, and that's Jack Linder. Jack started all of Texas. He is a cowboy, good old Texan. He does everything with the handshake, no kind of paperwork or paper contract. So the reason I want to mention Jack to you is he's an honest, ethical man, and I know the person that brought you on board first because they knew you were honest and ethical. He's never had any sort of compliance issue or anything in his 30 years in the business, which is an amazing feat. Never had a complaint against him. So when you talk about kind of who's our star in our firm, Jack Linder kind of started us off right. So we expect you to kind of uphold those standards coming on board in our firm, because if you're not going to be doing it ethically and honestly, then you don't need to be on board with us. So from Jack Linder, the next person I'll talk about is Zeke Zielinski. Zeke Zielinski is a great guy. You'll see him maybe at the Summit of Dreams if you're going to be out there in January. That's our Wealth Bowl, which I'm sure your upline or SMD will tell you about later. Zeke Zielinski is a guy who's still sort of active in the firm, works down in the Austin area. Zeke is also another great guy, honest, ethical person. He's 80 years old. Neat thing about Zeke is he makes close to $250,000 a year. $250,000 a year and hasn't sold a plan in over about 10 years. So I'm not tell that to impress you, but to impress upon you that this business can deliver for you and your family. I've seen it, and these people that I'm going to mention to you are going to show that over and over again. So when I mention money again, it's not to impress you, just to impress upon you that, hey, this can deliver for you and your family. The next person I'll talk about is Darren Farrell. Darren is our Executive Vice Chairman, EVC. Pretty much he runs our entire team right now. He's the one that, big issues that need to come up that we're not handling here, that we need help with at the corporation and home office. Darren's the one that helps us out with that. He's an Executive Vice Chairman, EVC. I'll go over later what that means, but just know that obviously Darren is a big, important person with our team and our organization. He's got an amazing story. He was a Elvis impersonator before he came on board with our firm. So if you don't think you can do this business, if you don't think you can be successful, well, you're wrong. If a Elvis impersonator at a restaurant can go and do this business, you can too. And Darren makes around $60,000 a month right now. So again, just want to press upon you, from a Elvis impersonator all the way up to making that kind of money, it's pretty impressive. I'm pretty sure you can do it too. Steve Miller is our SMD for this team. I'll erase that. So Steve is our SMD. He's James Schwartz's SMD. If you're watching this video, you saw Schwartz1.com. That's James's website. That's why we're all here doing this for you. At some point, you guys are on James Schwartz's team, which we'll go into in a second. But Steve is actually James Schwartz's SMD, and he's a great guy in the Georgia area. If you come over for special trainings like boot camp or any sort of thing along our special events like the Summit of Dreams or Wealth Bowl I mentioned earlier, you might get a chance to meet Steve. Unbelievable guy. Makes close to $250,000 a year, $300,000. Awesome technical guy, great at selling products. So if you ever get a chance to meet Steve or hear him speak, you definitely want to learn how to help families. Steve's one of the best we have in the organization. And last but not least is James Schwartz. You're on this website, Schwartz One, watching this orientation because of James. This is his website that he's done for you guys out there to help you build your business. So James is over a $250,000 ring earner. He actually makes over $300,000 at this point. And 2013, he is an EMD, Executive Marketing Director, soon to be CEO MD, hopefully by the end of September 2013. He's done that and accomplished that. But at some point, if you're watching this video, you're underneath James. After that goes to your SMD and your upline, whoever got you into this business. But I just want to show you guys our team history, because these people have done it the right way, guys. There's two ways to do things in the business, the right way and the wrong way. And these guys have done it the right, ethical, honest way. And that's what we expect you to do out there. We expect you to go and uphold the business they've built. They've got great family ran, great people, and we just want you to be a part of it and just do the same thing, guys. So I appreciate your time, and next up we'll talk about how you can make some money. Okay, guys, in part 3 of our orientation, after we went through our team history, now is we get to talk about the fun things. How do you make money? Obviously, you came on board because you want to help people, probably, also because you want to help your own family. So we'll kind of break down the 4 ways in this corporation that you can make money, and it's pretty awesome, guys. So there's 4 ways here. So the first way you can make money is off your own pen. So what I mean, you can make money off your own pen. Guys, it's important to tell you, there's other opportunities out there, other things that you might see that have this, thing where they say, hey, guess what? John, guess what, Sue? If you go out and get 1,000 people, they get 1,000 people, they get another 1,000 people, you can make $1 million. That's not the way in this firm, okay? With us, you can make money off your own pen. It doesn't mean you have to bring on anyone in this firm. You can still make great money. How do I know this? Because I've seen it. Just for a perfect example, there's Tim Mullaney out in West Plano that brought in the Southwest Airlines account. That's one account, guys, that pays him over $300,000 a year. So can you make money off your own pen? Yeah, just one account alone. So if you know someone that has a big corporation out there, you can go manage their 401k or help do that, and you can go make money with just one sale. Let alone, we have a lot of guys that are making over $100,000 a year just going out and helping families just like you want to. So can you make money off your own pen here? Yes. Go talk to your upline, your SMD. He'll give you other examples, or she'll give you other examples about other people in the firm that are successful off their own pen, not with a team, just individually doing it. So that's the first way you can make money. The second way is being a broker, starting your own brokerage firm. At other firms, they say, hey, guess what? You got to wait, John or Sue, until you hit a certain production level before you can be a broker at our firm. Well, the day you signed up for your AMA, which we went over earlier, you're now a broker in WFG Transamerica. You can go build an organization. You can go bring on other agents and build your team. So it's pretty awesome, guys. So you don't have to go out and sell off your own pen. You don't have to go sell out policies. All you have to do is go out and bring some people in, and you can make money that way as well. All you do, obviously, you got to be licensed, which we'll go over later, but you go out and bring on some great people and just build a great organization, you can make money there as well. And nothing's stopping you from still doing off your own pen. You can do 1 and 2 and make very good money. Perfect example on number 2 brokerage. Our top guy in the firm is Schwan Wynn. He's built over thousands of people in his organization. He makes over $5 million a year, guys. So option 2 also pays you pretty darn well as well. So the third way you can make money through WFG Transamerica is leverage, okay? What I mean by leverage, guys, is matching up, okay? In this organization, we already went over, we talked about on number 2 of brokerage was that you had to get licensed. Well, on number 3, you actually don't have to go out and sell. You don't have to go build a team. All you have to do is go talk to some people. We call it the silent partner or referral basis partnership. Some of you guys might have came on board and said, hey, I want to be a silent partner. What that means is you get licensed and just send over referrals to other agents. That agent closes those business for you, and then they split the commissions off that sale. So not only can you go write the policies and plans yourself, you can go out and build a team. You can just go out and send referrals and make money that way. And again, nothing stopping you from using 1, 2, and 3. And the last way you can make money in this organization is through bonuses. What's pretty neat is when you reach the SMD level, which we'll go over here on our next section, is different promotions and levels. Once you reach the SMD level, you actually get an opportunity to profit share on the entire company. So based off your production, the company will pay you a bonus. That's pretty darn awesome. Now the company, for you going out and doing what you're supposed to do, going and helping families, and you do enough of it, the company's going to pay you a bonus on top of everything else that you made. Just for example, last year in 2012, James Schwartz made about $3,000 on average a month just in bonuses. That's about $36,000 a year salary, guys. That's most a lot of people make full time. So just in bonuses, you can make more than a lot of people make in their full-time income. So these are the 4 ways you can make money in our organization, and I hope you use all 4 of them, because if you do, you're going to build a big, great business that you and your family can be proud of. Okay, guys, now that we went over how you make money with our firm, we're going to go over how you get a higher commission or go to the next level of your promotion. So first, what I'm going to do for you is break down the promotion levels. The first promotion level is a training associate. At a training associate level, you're going to start at 25%. I'm going to abbreviate training associate for TA, as another term you're going to hear is TA. So you're going to start at 25% with this firm, okay? The next level you're going to move up to is associate level. which is 35%. So basically, at associate level, you'll be making anytime you go out and help a family, and we'll break down points and how all that works later, but anytime you help a family once you reach the associate level, it'll be 35% for you from now on. The neat thing about our firm, which is different than other firms, is when you get a promotion, when you go up a level in commission, you stay at that level. Doesn't matter what happens, doesn't matter what goes on, you're gonna stay at that level with this firm. You could go and leave the firm and come on back, you come on back at that level. So it's a pretty neat thing. That's what makes us unique from other firms. If you go to another firm or go try that out, they usually have quotas and requirements that you have to meet each month. Well, that's not here. Once you get your promotion, you earn it, you stay there. So guys, it's a pretty neat thing I just wanted to mention to you. The next level is Marketing Director, or as I called it, MD, which is at 50% contract. So TA is Training Associate, we went over that. A is Associate, and third one is Marketing Director, which is 50%. So again, when you're going out, talking to people and selling people and helping their families, you're going to be getting a 50% contract when you reach that level. And then the last promotion level is SMD. That's Senior Marketing Director. That's 65% contract. So what's neat about it is if you're not an SMD yet, you're racing to be an SMD. And if you are an SMD, you're racing to go make more SMDs. That's basically how our firm works. So when you're out this and helping family, you're getting 65% contract going out and helping those families. So any plans you sell, you'll be making 65%, which is pretty great, guys. And what's neat about it, and kind of just breaking this down right here, is if you're at 65% as Senior Marketing Director and you bring on a Training Associate, there's a 40% profit share right there. So when you go out and help a family, you make 65% contract. But when that Training Associate that you went out and trained goes out and helps a family, you're actually making 40% on a profit share off of that. Because you went out, you licensed, you trained them, you taught them how to do this business, and our company pays you a profit share off of that. Now our company could take that, but they decided to give it back to the people that are going out, training, and working. So basically, if you work a 9-to-5 job right now, working an hourly wage, you're basically going out and the company's making a profit share off of your work. Well, guess what? When you joined this firm, you became the company. You became your own business, and you can build an amazing organization this way. There's a couple different levels I'll go over below this. There's no actual increase in commission. All that increases here is just bonuses. So the next one after that at SMD is EMD, which is Executive Marketing Director. Still at a 65% contract, but neat thing is you get extra bonuses from the company, and it can participate in extra bonus pools that I talked about earlier and how you can make money. The next one is CEO MD. Stands for Chief Executive Officer Marketing Director. Once you reach CEO MD, not only do you participate in extra bonuses, but now you're fully running your organization. No one needs to sign paperwork for you anymore. You sign every paperwork for your entire team. And also the neat thing is now you're part of company meetings and overviews where you get to help make the plans and the rules for the organization. You help to have a say for your team and fight for different rules that you think should change. So once you're reaching SMD, you're trying to make other SMDs, as I mentioned earlier, but then eventually you're going to go up to CEO MD. The last one is Executive Vice Chairman. As I mentioned earlier, our Executive Vice Chairman with our organization is Darren Farrell. Executive Vice Chairman, again, it's extra bonus pools. It's the highest rank that you can reach in our organization right now. There's a couple more that are coming on board, but right now it's EVC is the main highest thing. There's only a handful of people in the company that have reached the EVC level, but with your hard work and your efforts, soon enough you'll be at that level and be joining the elite few. So guys, this is the different promotion levels. The next up we'll talk about how you attain those levels. Okay guys, now we went over the different promotion levels. We're going to go over how do you attain those promotions. You're probably wondering, I'm a training associate right now. How do I get to the associate? That's exactly what we're going to go over right now, is how does a training associate get to the associate level? To become an associate, from a training associate, you have two different ways that you can do it. The first way is the fast way. I recommend the fast way. The fast way is 3, 3, 30. It's a term you're going to hear a lot in an organization. When you're building at a 3, 3, 30 level, you're really building this organization. I'm going to break down what that means. What 3, 3, 30 means is 3 business partners or associates coming on board in the firm in your organization, and 3 sales. That's 3 sales of any kind. That could be a term sale, that could be a security sale, that could be a life sale. Whatever sales that you do in a 30-day period. And the question I often get asked is, hey Brett, I'm not even licensed yet. How can I make sales? Well, guess what? Your upline or your trainer can go make those sales for you even when you're not licensed. They still count for your promotion. You cannot get paid because the state won't allow you to until you're licensed, but the neat thing is you can still reach that next promotion. Why would you want to do that? Well, guess what? You're going to be at 35% and all those new people you just brought on board are at 25%. So you get a 10% profit share right there just by building fast and quickly and using the fast start way. The slow way in this way to do it, which I do not recommend, is to get 20,000 points in a 3-month period. Right now I'll break down what points are so that way you can understand. All a point is $1 worth of annual premium. So if they spend $1, that's 1 point. Obviously plans are not that small. So on average in a term sale, it's going to be $20 a month is what an average term, $20 to $30 a month. That's $240 a year. So then that's 240 points. So that would just be for a term sale. For an IUL or a 7702 plan, it goes slightly different. How that works is it's with target premium. So it's the same thing, annual premium, but I just want you to be aware of what a point is here so you can understand how much more difficult the slow way is than the fast way. With the slow way, on an IUL, those are higher sales. They're usually using a product for cash accumulation, or maybe it's the best plan for their retirement, whatever vehicle they're using it for. If someone puts away $200 a month, sometimes that's going to be $2,400 a year. And sometimes that could be 2,400 points. But in certain scenarios, all this is dictated on an IUL or 7702 off of target premium. So we don't have to come up with target premium, and thankfully we don't, because I couldn't come up with it. I don't know how they do it, but the software that your upline or your SMD will show you dictates and lets you know what target premium is. So based off the insurance coverage they have, and based off the amount of money they're putting away, the company, say a Pac Life, an ING, a Transamerica, will determine what the target premium is. So in this case scenario, if they're putting away $200 a month, the company could decide that the target premium is $2,400, and then that would be 2,400 points. But they could also decide that the target premium was $1,800. So the target premium is $1,800 with an annual premium. That will be 1,800 points. So just so you guys know, an average sale in our company, as I mentioned earlier, is 2,400 points, or 2,400 worth of annual target premium. And that would be about 10 sales. So bringing on 3 people in your organization and bringing on and having 3 sales of any kind in 30 days is a lot faster than going through the whole point system. And if you have any questions or anything that you need to know about points, your upline and your trainer will go over this with you. But I just wanted you to have a kind of an idea of what a point is, because you start to hear a lot in the organization and what a point means. So guys, we just went over how to get over to the associate level. Next up, we'll talk about how to go over to the marketing director level. Okay guys, now that we went over how you go from a training associate to associate, we're going to go over how you go from associate to a marketing director. To become a marketing director, that is when you start making 50% contract. So that's a pretty good jump from the level of associate. That's 15%. And just like we did in associate, we're going to do the exact same thing and break down the slow way and the fast way. And at this moment, I'm going to let you know something that's pretty neat. There's actually another level between associate and marketing director. It's called senior associate. You'll see other agents out there that are senior associate level, but most of your SMDs and the people that decide your promotion have decided to eliminate the senior associate level. That's an advantage for you. They want to make you more money. They want to get you to where you want to get, and then I'll help them go to where they want to go. So it's a pretty neat thing. I just wanted to mention here that, hey, some senior marketing directors still might have that senior associate level, and they'll go over that with you. But most of the ones that are on James Schwartz's team and hierarchy decided to get rid of the senior associate level and just have marketing director. But just like associate, there's two ways to do it, the fast way and the slow way. The fast way to reach marketing director is exactly similar to the way you do an associate. You do 5:30 to reach marketing director. And that would be if you went out personally and went out and brought on 5 people onto our business, or 5 people to join our firm, decide that they want to have an opportunity where they can make more money and help people, and then another 5 sales of any kind, whether that be term, IUL, 7702, securities, long-term care, whatever organization sells, 5 sales worth. So 5 people onto our firm, 5 sales in any 30-day period. So do remember, that's any 30 days. That's not, May 1st to May 30th or anything like that. It doesn't have to be in a calendar. It's just any 30 days. So you can do it from August 8th to December 8th, and that counts as a 30-day period. Also, when this level hits, most senior marketing directors allow you to do 10-10-30. What that means is now they open up the team aspect. So not only are they going to recognize people who are personal producers and personal recruiters, they're going to recognize people who have teams that are building. So at this marketing director, they allow 10-10-30 and sometimes 15-15-30. You're going to have to talk with your upline or maybe your S&D, and they'll let you know what the marketing director team level is. But to do this, they allow 10 people to come on your board, on your team as a firm. So your organization, if you only bring in 3-3, and you have another 2 people that bring in 3-3, and then another person that does 1-1, that's 10-10-30, as long as it's all in a 30-day period. So they'll allow you to bring on 10 associates on your team with your team and organization helping you, 10 sales as an organization in a 30-day period. So what's neat about that, guys, is they allow you to build as a team. So if you're doing pretty good and strong, but you also have other team members that are doing strong, they allow you to use them to gain your promotion. So that's a pretty awesome thing, guys. There's also a slow way to go about doing this. And the slow way is 50,000 points in a 9-month period. You also need 3 direct associate legs. So that's just 3 people on your team. You also need 5 licensed people as well. So if you reach that level, you're able to go and 50 licensed people, 3 associates, and let me write 5 licensed people on your team. That would be considered the slow way that you'd be able to get to the marketing director level. So obviously, guys, when you break this down, 50,000 points in a 3-month period is a pretty hard number to hit, just as yourself, but it's a lot easier to do 5-5-30 and 10-10-30 if you have a couple team members that are working with you. So guys, use the fast way, don't use the slow way. The best way I put example is you've ever played a video game and they ever gave you a cheat code, you probably want to use the cheat code to go and win the game. Same thing in WFG Transamerica. Your S&D wants you to get promoted, so they want you to use the cheat code, which isn't cheating, it's just using the fast way and kind of using the fastest turnpike to go and get to your goals and dreams. So guys, use this. That's the best way to get to marketing director. And again, that's 50% for you when you go out and help a family and get and do any sort of sale. And the neat thing is you profit share off of your people, usually around 10 to 15% per agent that you bring on board. So that's pretty awesome, guys. I hope you use this in your business, and we'll talk next about how you get to senior marketing director. Okay guys, now that we've already gone over how you come from associate to a marketing director, we're going to talk about how you become a senior marketing director. From marketing director to senior marketing director, that's a 15% jump in your commission, so 50 to 65%. But what's also neat about it, guys, is now you reached management. You get to decide what happens with your team and your organization. You become really, when you start this business, is at an SMD. So guys, this is really important, and we'll start to go over that. So at the SMD level, that's 65%. And guys, got a little bit of bad news for you. There's no cheat code here. You got to go earn this one, okay? This is a company promotion. That's how important SMD is. So if you have an SMD above you, realize this person, or male or female, worked really hard to get there. So guys, you got to work hard to get there as well. There's 2 ways to do it, but there's no fast way. Both ways, there's some work. You can do it fast, but you're probably going to need a team as well to do it that fast. So the first way is in a rolling 3 months. And in that rolling 3 months, you need to do 75,000 points. You need to have 10 licensed people. 6 of them have to be life licensed. You also have to have one of those legs has to have 1 MD or 2 SAs. And then at the end, you have to do 35,000 cash flow in a 12-month period. So basically, when I mean cash flow, I mean the company has paid you $35,000 in a year period. So that year period can be from May to May, it can be from June to June, it can be from January to January, like a normal calendar year. But to do that in a rolling 3 months, now I'm going to give you some good news now. So obviously, you got to get after it to do this in a rolling 3 months, and you're probably going to need a team with you to do this. But the good news is you're allowed 1 exemption. So your SMD can call up to home office and WFG Transamerica and ask them to basically disregard one of these. So most of the time that's the cash flow. So just to let you guys know, if you haven't or not close to $35,000 cash flow in a year period or a 12-month period, that's okay, because usually as long as you do the rest, you're allowed 1 exemption. Basically one thing that you didn't complete, but they'll still put you to the SMD level. There's also another way to do it, and that's in a rolling 12 months. So in a rolling 12, you're going to need a lot of the similar things, but what's going to change is the points. You're going to need 225,000 points in a rolling 12 period. You're also still going to have those 10 licensed people. So you're going to have 10 people on your team that are licensed. 6 have to be live. And then you're still going to need that 2 SAs or 1 MD. So obviously, an organization that's going to be the 1 MD, like we went over earlier. And then the 35,000 cash flow still exists. You're still allowed the 1 exemption. That they allowed you in the 3-month period. They still allow that in the 12-month period. And to be honest, guys, most people reach SMD in the 3-month period. It's a little bit harder to have your team be going and really driving for 12 months. It's a lot easier to get them pumped up for those 3 months to go and accomplish great things, guys. So again, once you reach SMD, you're now going to try to go start producing SMDs, and it's a great level because it's your management level, and you'll always stay at SMD for the rest of your time in WFG Transamerica. Even if you leave us and come back, you'll come back as an SMD, and that's pretty neat, guys. So if you're not an SMD yet, that's where you're pushing to, and if you're upline or if your trainer is not an SMD, help them get there. Because once they get there, then they're going to turn around and help you. That's how our organization works. We're just like a family. You help, mama and daddy get to where they want to go, and they help you get to go where you want to go. So guys, it's pretty awesome, the SMD level. At this level, you also start receiving bonuses based on your team's production. So a little bit extra money comes in, and that's always good, guys. And when you reach SMD, your next goal is EMD, guys. So after this, we're going to start talking about licensing, and I appreciate you guys, and your time, and we'll get that going, and hopefully you'll be SMD soon. Okay guys, now we went over the promotions, the levels, and how you attain those promotions. We're going to talk about licensing. Licensing is something everyone has to do. Based on federal, if you're talking about securities, or state laws, or if you're talking about insurance, you have to have a license. So guys, I'm just going to go over real quick the steps of licensing, the things you want to do. If you're in the Dallas area, neat thing for you guys is that we have a licensing course here every other Tuesday. So we break this down for you in more detail, but if you're out there in Texas or somewhere else in the country, we just want to go over these points real quick in orientation so you know what you have to do to make sure you're accomplishing. So first thing you need to do in licensing is you need to schedule and take your test. And with the test, you want to take a life and health test. In Texas, is the General Lines Life, Accident, and Health and HMO test. That's the one you're going to take. There's also a life test you can take. It's a little bit easier, but guys, to be honest, you probably want to take the life and health test now. As of 2013, you do not need to take just the life. You do not need to take the life and health test. You can just take the life test, but pretty soon the laws are going to change. A lot of things are being added to life insurance policies and IULs that are out there that are requiring long-term care riders and different things that you need a life and health license for. So my suggestion is just take the life and health test. The life test is only 100 questions. The life and health is 150. You have 2.5 hours to take it. So, and that's 2.5 hours. You just got to get a 70. We're not looking for Albert Einstein here to get like a 99 or 100. No one, it doesn't matter. No one cares what you got on the test as long as you pass, guys. So that's your goal. If you're in the Dallas area, you probably want to schedule your test as soon as possible. Right now, tests are usually taking up to 2-3 weeks before you can actually even take your test. So if you schedule it, prepare to be taking that test about 2 to 3 weeks down the road. So to do that, you will go on personvue.com. That's PEARSONVUE.com. And if you have further details about that, your upline or your trainer is going to help you with that. But just be aware you want to take the life and health test, and you've got to take and pass that test before you can go about getting licensed. At the same time, you're also going to get fingerprints done. Just when you join our organization, they did a background check on you and made sure that everything you have done in your past life allows you to perform in this business, allows you to be licensed. Well, the state of Texas, or whatever state you're in, is also going to perform a background check. That's where the fingerprints come in. Fingerprints in Texas is off a website called L1enrollment.com. And that's just a website where you go in, you can book your test, and you can take those fingerprints usually anywhere across the state. There's multiple locations. The life and health test, there's limited areas you can take the test because it has to be taken in an organization where it's monitored to make sure there's no cheating. But in fingerprints, there's locations all over the DFW area, and there's locations probably wherever you're at, there's probably a location there where you can get your fingerprints done. Just another part of the process. So after you get your life and health test, you can take your fingerprints before or after your test. So again, just like the test, you just want to get scheduled and get it out of the way. Let the state of Texas, wherever state you're in, take that background check on you. You make sure there's everything okay and you have nothing in your record that indicate you want to be able to be ethical and honest while helping a family. Number 3, you want to apply for your application. In the state of Texas, you'll go to a website called SIRCON.com. That's SIRCON.com. You'll apply for your license there. If you're in the Dallas area, you'll probably come to me and I'll help you personally to make sure that we fill out the right forms. But all you do is you apply, so after you take your test and pass it, after you get your fingerprints done, the state of Texas charges you another fee to send in your application. It's usually around $50. So guys, be aware of that. So just when you pass your test and fingerprints, we've had agents in the past not apply for an application. You're still not licensed when you do 1 and 2. Number 3 is another process. It's taking about a month usually after you send in your application for the state of Texas to approve you and give you a life and health license. So be aware of that. Let's get that paperwork in quick, because the longer you wait, the more you're not going to get paid. So guys, we want to speed up that process. It's a process that every agent before you had to do, and we want you to be able to do. And the last thing, guys, on the licensing process is you got to get appointed. When you get appointed, the neat thing about WFG, and I'm sure someone who sat down with you gave you the Foot Locker example. We just don't sell Nike here, guys. We sell Adidas, we sell Reebok, we sell New Balance, tons of different brands. So not only will you be appointed with Transamerica, you'll also be appointed with Western Reserve Life, ING, Pac Life, some great brands. You've got to go and get appointed with those companies. The total fee for that is $10 one time. So they require you to get appointed, and with that, you'll also have to take 2 more courses. They're a lot easier than the test. That's the AML, which is the anti-money laundering test, and then the IUL, which is the Index Universal Life. So just be aware of that, guys. Once you go, you take your test, you pass it, you get your fingerprints done, you apply for your application to the state of Texas, they approve you. You also got to get appointed and do an AML and IUL course. The IUL course is one time. It's 5 questions. You could probably pass it right now, to be honest. And the AML course is once a year. Every agent must take it once a year. So just get used to it. You're going to take an AML course. It stands for Anti-Money Laundering. It's due to the Patriot Act. when George Bush was in office to stop terrorism and drug dealers. So guys, it's something we do to combat bad behavior in our industry. So just be aware of it, used to it. It's on the WFG website under Tools and Licensing. You'll see an AML and an IUL. You just click on those links and follow the directions, and you'll be able to take your test and pass it. So guys, that's how you get licensed. We'll further go into detail about the rest of the orientation about some other things that might be able to help you in your business. So guys, now we went over licensing. We're going to go over these next couple slides are just going to be things that help you in your business, kind of giving you a preview of some websites, maybe some different sort of things that you would need to know just as kind of a starting point for orientation. So that's what these next couple slides towards the end will be. So the first one is the system. Guys, we're just like McDonald's, okay? We want to make sure we make the fries the exact same way, okay? If you've ever been to Tampa, Florida, or Dallas, Texas, the french fries at McDonald's taste the exact same. It's because it's a system. They do it the exact same way every time. Well, guess what? There's great news for you. We have a system, okay? We try to teach you the exact same way. And the closer you follow the system, the more money you're going to make and the more people you're going to help. So if you don't feel right now that you can do this, that you understand what's going on in the presentation, I promise you, you can. I brought out the Elvis impersonator example earlier. You can do this, guys. We have stay-at-home moms. We have people that barely speak English that are doing the system, helping people, and making money. So I don't care where you came from. I just know you can go where you want to go as long as you follow the system. Our system has it's a three-step system with 4 different possible outcomes. The first one is a one-on-one. What a one-on-one is you probably at some point someone try to create interest in you to maybe come on board in this firm or potentially be a client. So you probably saw something like a gigantic circle, okay? Or you might have saw something like the Rule of 72 or cash flow quadrants. Those are concepts that are used in a one-on-one. Your trainer or your upline will teach you how to do the one-on-one effectively. We do the same one-on-one in Dallas that they do in Austin, they do in Killeen, that they do across the country. We try to be duplicatable, guys. So it's about the system. Just like I saw the example in the fries in McDonald's in Tampa and the fries in McDonald's in Dallas are the exact same way. We want our one-on-one to be the same across the country. So your trainer will teach it to you. I'm just kind of giving you an example of just how easy this system is to be successful. Number 2, we mentioned earlier, is the FLS. That's the Financial Lifestyle Strategy. It's very easy, guys. We have a form that we provide for you, a couple words that you need to use to help people in the process. They just fill that out. We take the information on an FLS and we transfer that to make a recommendation that's good for their family, the client, or if you personally going through it yourself. So you might have been through an FLS already, you might be going into one. It's a simple process. It usually only takes about 30 minutes. Anyone can do it, guys. You just go and take in the information, and the great thing about it is you take it down and just answer. You don't even have to answer questions in the FLS. You're not even supposed to. You just receive the information, and then you go on to step 3, which is the close. Again, just like your trainer and upliner is going to go over this more with you. Great news about it is that they'll teach you every word to say and how to do it. Same thing with a close. Our close, the best, simplest way to explain it is a tax now, tax later, tax never system. We basically just break down things into 3 different subsets and basically from there show what else is out there in the world, what their plans there are, and let the client choose what's best for them. Most of the time we kind of already have an assumption based on what they say in the FLS, but great news is we just show them what's out there and educate them, and usually they choose the plan that's best for them. It's their financial future, guys, and they'll choose the best one that works for them, and all we do is just help them with that process. There's 4 possible outcomes, just want to go over at this time. Guys, there's only 4 outcomes when you do this system. They can either buy a product or service, they can join our company, they can be a referral source, or they can be a no, guys. No's do happen, it's all part of the process, but I got great news for you. 7 out of 10 times, something's good's gonna happen. We have proven this over and over again. So 7 out of 10 times, there's gonna be a buy, they're gonna buy a product for them and their family, set up their future. They're gonna join the company because they wanna go help more people. They're gonna be a great referral source and send you referrals of other people that need help. and in some cases there's just going to be a no. That's 3 out of 10 times, guys. So you're going to have 70% success level if you keep on doing this over and over. So be aware, no's do happen, and that's okay, guys. We're not looking to help everybody. We won't be able to. We're just going to want to help the people that need help, but 7 out of 10 times they're going to be able to personally need that help or refer someone that needs that help. So you got great odds, guys. So just go out, get some help from your upline and get some help from your trainer, and don't be afraid to talk to people. Good things are going to happen, and I got even better news for you. The no's are usually no, not right now. Not no, I never want to see you again. It's just not right now, guys. So a lot of those no's you might hear at first. That's okay. In a couple months from now, check back in, and you're going to turn that no into a yes of a buy, join, or referral. Fortune's in the follow-up, guys. So have your trainer or your upline go over the system with you and learn it as fast as possible. The faster you get to be able to go on a one-on-one, an FLS, or a close on your own, the faster you're going to be able to be up and train other people and make more money. Appreciate your time, guys, and hopefully you use this in your business to success. Okay, guys, now we went over our system and our 3-meeting system, how we go meet with a client and help them out. Another helpful thing for you guys to know would be some websites you might want to go to, check out, and be able to look at and kind of experience some things. Your trainer and your upline is going to teach you out there in the field. You're going to learn at whatever training meeting you're going to, but guess what? You can also learn on your own. So one website you need to learn is sports1.com. Guess what? If you're watching this video, you're probably already there. So on sports1.com, we have a lot of information. First, we have the study material. So the study material is under the study tab. You can go down. There's 2 books. There's Test Teachers. There's Exam FX. You can study from either book. That's the paper form. There's also a place where you can actually take test exams, prepare that way, and audio. So not only do we have the study material just for you to get licensed, we also have study material how you build your business. We're going to have tons of videos on there constantly being uploaded. You'll be able to see a lot of these videos right now and to be able to see even more in the future about how do you perform one-on-ones, how do you perform FLSs and closes like I talked about earlier, or you're going to be able to just see other things you want to know in your WFG business. So use Sports One. That's our team website. The password is the space new space era, and the T in the is capital, the N in new is capital, and the E in air is capital. And your upline or trainer will obviously teach you how to do that if you have troubles with a password, but that's our secure website to teach you this business, guys. So that way you can go out and learn on your own. You don't have to wait for your trainer upline to go learn the system. You can watch it on video or read it down on the training manual, guys. So check out the Sports One websites. There's tons of different great tabs and different things on there, and I'm telling you guys, it's always being added to, so you want to check it out as much as possible. The next website is MyWFG. That's our company website, guys. It's mywfg.com. What's MyWFG? That's where we figure out how we get paid. When you join this company, they give you a code. Your code number is like your social security number now. That's how we get paid. I'm Brett Quigley, and there might be a lot of other Brett Quigleys in this world. So how do they decipher who is Brett and who's not Brett? Well, this Brett Quigley has code 09KET. That's how we figure out how you get paid. Now everything's done in this corporation. Everything's done off a code. So for example, if there's a John Smith out there, there's probably hundreds. So how do we decipher? Code. So guys, whatever code you were given, it was probably in the 26s or 27s or in the 30s. Make sure you know that and memorize that, because everything in our corporation is done off of code. So you just type in your code. If you've never been there before, on the bottom left link of the login information is where you can create your own password. If you already have, remember your password, so your code and your password you can get in. This is where you check your commission statements. This is where you check how your team is building. This is where you compare yourself to other agents in other parts of the country, so you can kind of gauge where you're at or how fast you're growing. And this is also where you get a lot of great helpful information. Some of the stories I already told you about agents, you find that out on MyWFG and use different examples. Clients always love stories, guys. We sell on emotion. So the great news about that is, if you know a guy out there who was a former social worker, or currently is now, or a security guard, we got great stories of guys making millions of dollars doing that. Former football players, former baggage handlers making tons of money, former cab drivers. So how do I know this? Because I go to the MyWFG website and learn more about our company and stories of success to share with other people. So another great website is also myretirementjet.com. Guys, you cannot send out this website if you're securities licensed, so be aware of that. If you're a securities license or planning on getting a securities license, you cannot send out this website at myretirementjet.com. So just be aware that MyRetirementJet just breaks down how the IUL or 7702 works. So you can just, instead of explaining it to them, you can have a great person explain it to them off of video. So MyRetirementJet.com is just a website you can send to a link as long as you're not licensed or life licensed. You can send out this link to anybody. Again, if you're securities licensed, you cannot send this out and are not allowed to just based on the rules of compliance. But MyRetirementJet.com just explains the IUL, the 7702, and how it works. And then all you have to do is send it to them, check it out for about 20 minutes, and follow up back with them and say, wasn't that great? Would you like to learn a little bit more? And maybe I can help you set up a plan like that. So it's another useful website that might help you grow and build your business. So guys, check out these websites, use them to your advantage, and the faster you get to know knowledge of these, the faster you build your business. Okay guys, now that we already just went over the websites, I'm going to go over just my information for you guys. Obviously, we just went over a lot of information orientation. Some of it you might have followed or understood. Some of it you can always ask your upline or your SMD for help, and they'll help you through the process. But I'm kind of like the net of the trapeze artist. I'll help you out as well. So just on the board right now, I'm going to write out my email address and phone number, so that way you guys have it. Feel free to call me, email me at any time, guys. I usually will get back to you within an hour. Text messages are also appreciated. I'm doing a lot of work for a lot of agents, guys, so make sure if you send off a text, just include your name so I know who it is. So if we previously talked, I can refer back to that conversation, and just send off at any time. Guys, I get texts at 2 in the morning and at 7 in the morning. Don't feel afraid to send off those texts, because I know you want to build your business as fast as possible, and I want to help you. So guys, my name again is Brett Quigley. My phone number is 813-390-9352. So that way you have my phone number. As again, text are more than welcome to send and appreciated. And my email address is wfg@schwartz1.com. So guys, this is just my contact information. Again, you want to go to your upline, your SMD to help you. But guys, I understand they're building their businesses big. They're trying to help as many families as possible. So if you're stuck in a rut, you need an answer to a question. I'm also an agent, so I know a lot of answers to help you guys out. And that's why I'm here, is to help you guys with this process, get you up and going as fast as possible. Because the more I help you get up and going as fast as possible, the more families get helped. We have a goal to help over 1 million families, guys, and we're going to need all of you to go and accomplish that. So take my information, use it as ever you need to see fit. And I appreciate your guys' time, and I hope this orientation was helpful for you.